What? What is that? What is on your contact?
I'm not hearing.
You made your test my own. What? What is that? What is on your contact?
I'm not hearing.
You made your test my own. What is that? What is on your contact?
I'm not hearing.
You made your test my own.
Hearing.
You made your test my own.
All right, so just have 1 more minute to get started. You're welcome, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're connected from. So this is Felix, and on Plan B Express. You're welcome for a weekly market updates and business opportunity, and looking at the crypto, the forex, and all the financial market, as it were, the capital market, and what we draw a certain hypothesis to expect to look at in the market. And I'm sure if you've been following us on our updates, you know that it's not a sponsors update, so there is no sentiment attached. We look at the fundamentals aligned with the empirical data analysis with the algorithm to look at, taking out a sentiment to see what we can pick out from the market, and that's no more than that. So and I'm sure if you have been following, then you should have been benefiting immensely from this space, Plan B Express and all the like. Now, if you are just joining us for the first time, you're welcome. There's nothing more than you to be independently get involved in the space and maximize the opportunity therein, and no more than that. So we always respect people who understand what they wanted and going for what they wanted as much as possible instead of being deceived by so many kind of scams we have in the space today. Okay, so you're welcome. Stay calm and then stay cool as we ride together in the space. It's going to be very phenomenal if you can pay rapt attention to build up opportunity of making a lot of money in the space. Okay, so you're welcome, everybody, and looking at crypto, looking at the financial market in general and how you can leverage and take advantage of it. And of course, what we have as a culture in Plan B Express is that we look at how to be personally involved in the space and maximize everything and take to your own advantage. And that's exactly what we look at. And of course, how to leverage on different tools and strategy, especially in the robotic, okay? Been touching about robotic for a very long time. I will talk about the Internet of Things and what we need to really understand and maximize. So you're welcome if you're joining us for the first time. So this is Plan B Express. So very quick one, I'm going to get connected to the market now, then look at my sentiment around the market and what I actually have said to what to happen in the market and how to position yourself ahead of time, to maximize the opportunity in the space. But if you do not really pay attention, you can get carried away by hypes and make believe of people in the space who are going to tell you so many things about marketing, and you can get disappointed because of the kind of expectation they put on your heart. Now, but this is a pace where you just need to develop yourself, expand your horizon of understanding, knowledge, and then to be able to be independently participate in the space, and that's the best we recommend for everyone around our space. Okay. So it's going to be phenomenal if you can pay attention, and then you can maximize opportunity in the space. Okay, so just a quick one. I need to get connected and share my page with you. It's going to be very brief tonight, and so I love you to pay, rapt attention so that you can maximize, every opportunity, hearing, as it were. Okay, that's just simple, guys. Okay, I think I'll just start from this guy. Yesterday, we were in a training in our office, and if you were part of our office training, we just concluded training for July edition of basic remedial course in our Plan B Express Academy, and I'm sure if you're in our training, concluding part of our training yesterday, let me quickly share a page with us. If you were in a concluding part of our training yesterday, there was a token, though this token was made available. Maybe I just need to share this one before I move on, because a lot of things may happen in the week as we begin the week. And so I probably would not remember on time. And so if you are joining us for the first time, quickly understand something, that what we do, all right, that what we do in the space is how to be independently involved in the crypto. I was working on something for lately, and I discovered, a lot of fears and misconceptions people have about the crypto and about the online. So there's so much make-believe people have created in people's mind, and that's why they lose money and all of that. Quickly, if you are new, what should I do? How do I maximize the crypto space? Of course, you need to know one thing is that crypto is the least in the financial market. It's still the baby. So there are three major things that are very key for you if you are new coming in for the first time into this. Number one is that you got to have storage devices. An example, we talk about wallet. And so one example of wallet is Phantom Wallet. In fact, as a beginner, if you're coming into the crypto and you do not have Phantom Wallet, you're wrong, okay? So you need a Phantom Wallet. That's number one. So which you can quickly go to your maybe your Android phone and go to your Google Play Store and then search for Phantom. The spell is PHANTOM. That's Phantom Wallet. You want to download Phantom Wallet, of course, follow the procedure. However, if you are not too conversant, that's where you need a guide and, of course, on how to download that. But if you are literate enough, perhaps you need to buy a jotter or a book where you can write down some things. They call it the recovery or backup phrase, as it were. So Phantom Wallet, then you have a need for MetaMask wallet. There are a whole lot of wallets, but Phantom Wallet is at the peak of it. And good thing today, we have different exchanges that try to create a decentralized wallet as it were. We have OKEX creating a Web3 wallet. Virtually almost all exchanges realizes and understand the need for decentralized wallet. And so OKEX have theirs, Bybit already have theirs, and all of that. You can download some of those wallets and, all right, where you can store your tokens. Perhaps you buy tokens, all right? Then next, you're going to need an exchange. I just mentioned OKX. I mentioned Bybit. There's a Binance and all like that you need to have, register, verify your account. For some of you who probably, do not have a method of doing KYC, and it's on that note, we can recommend Margus, Bluefin, and all like that. We don't necessarily need a KYC for you. At least as a beginner, you can be doing trading literally too on all of those exchanges I just mentioned. Now, this token, I asked some of our people to buy yesterday, but before that, yesterday, it was posted on those people who are on private mentorship. Well, I wouldn't know how many of them bought it, but it was announced on private mentorship as if you join us previous Sunday, and then if you all know, I think that was before last Sunday, there was a training we had in our office every third Saturday of the month, and I was talking about there's an approach you can use to face your crypto, and I will still repeat it here. I said, if I were you, when you come into your crypto, because just understand that crypto is just one aspect of the financial market. The only thing is that it has an advantage. The advantage is simple enough that you can come in with as low amount as possible to buy into the crypto market. For instance, I think I bought a token yesterday with either $5. I can't remember. But you will just check on my Phantom wallet that was on that we did experiment yesterday on Phantom wallet with the same token. I think about that $3, or I can't really remember, but I just remember that we bought this token, I think $3 or $2, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. And then, yeah, okay, yes, so yesterday we bought it, yeah, 0. So in Solana, 0.019 Solana, yeah, I think so. And so that means to say, if I'm pushing it back to Solana right now, yeah, so 0.019 Solana was what was used. Let me quickly just log in and show you what I was trying to say. So because when it comes to crypto, is the simplest place to make money. Quite unfortunate, a lot of people do not understand. And we chase shadow, but the opportunity abound. You can make a whole lot of money. But unfortunately, people are not paying attention to what works. We love to just gamble around and tell ourselves, okay, okay, so let me quickly do something. Just pick it up for us. Okay, I will have to share page with us so that let me just close this. I'll show an example. Okay, so I quickly just want to show you something, because when it has to do with crypto, there are a whole lot of there's so many strategy you can use to participate in crypto, because many persons who actually thought that crypto is just one-way pattern of participating. Okay, so now look at it. This token was bought yesterday with as low as 0.019 Solana. How do we know? Let me just go back, look at it. So look at it yesterday, as this is yesterday, swap on Jupiter, 63.87636 at 0.019 Solana yesterday, and in dollar value was about 0.056 or 57, around that range. And now, so today, if I'm to swap it back to Solana, okay, and so it's going to be just as low as this. So I'm just showing us. So you can imagine if you use $100, to swap that yesterday. Now here you're having 0.024. Okay. So what was used yesterday was 0.019. Just to an example. Now Solana is the simplest place that every new person can get started from. However, there are so many tokens that will pull there, but that's why you need basic knowledge. Okay. Now I'm just showing us all of these so that we can understand that crypto is not too difficult the way we actually thought. So if you're joining us for the first time, relax, pay attention, and then you can always follow up to grab. And somebody may want to ask me, can I still buy? Why not? However, take note, you could buy now. We may have a pullback eventually because this token had been pumping for, I think I did a review on this token more about how many days back. But however, if I buy, if it come down, can I just add to position? That's where knowledge come to play. Okay. Now I'm just showing you all of these so that I think as I just remember this one and as it just come forward, I have to just show us. So very quickly, let's look at the market. So DXY is the basis for everything, the financial market. And there are other things, of course, you're checking other factors, come to crypto. And then, but what I've explained to us before now was that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency had tried as much as possible to separate itself, from the, let me call it general financial market, because we have a situation whereby if the stock market, which is under the capital market, actually having an uptrend, crypto tend to have the same direction, following like S&P 500, as it were. Now, so S&P 500 normally have a trend, that's the capital market, having a trend against the forex market, so the DXY. Okay, so everything paired against dollar tend to have strength when dollar is losing strength. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell us. Now, of course, last week I told us that we could have a break of this point and retest, and now we retested them. We are still at a very nice support for DXY. And now, so what's will happen? This week we entered, we're looking at the market generally, all right? We're looking at the market generally, say, okay, DXY, so DXY, it's still ranging. Like I told us previously that when we have this support range and then we continue an uptrend, as it were, looking at so many sentiment, and that's what we want to have. So if we have that, I've told us that the Euro USD was actually had gotten to the optimum the previous week, that we're coming down, and then so you can see the dimension. And then one thing I will always tell everybody is that it doesn't matter what anyone is telling you about the market. Market generally, I tell friends that financial market is meant to be leveraged on, as seen as an investment vehicle. So if it's an investment vehicle, you are not entangled to one aspect or strategy. Okay. So when it has to do with financial market, you don't approach it with one strategy. You have so many strategy. And the strategy you are adopting is depending on your individual, persons and disposition, your psychology, and in fact, your state of health. Because sometimes, if you, and then what you do, sometimes you just want to come into the financial market as an investor, and your pattern of investment is passive and long-term. Because when it has to do with investment is determined by time duration. So we have real investment as long-term of as long as 10 good years and above, or, futuristic in the nature. That's why you go into the capital market. The people who are in capital market, if you go and study much about like Warren Buffett and all the like, so they look at opportunity that have future potentials and dabble into it and take advantage of it or before it's obvious. And then the same thing when you look at the capital market is what people do around that. Down the currency market, as it were, like Euro, USD, GBP, JPY, and on the like, same approach can still be adopted if you understand basic sentiment in the market. And you can now see that. That's why you see that if I go on my trading chart, I said the minimum I expect anyone who is looking at the market in a good perspective, it should be on daily time frame so that you can see the market better entry for as an investor, daily, weekly, monthly, and so that you waive yourself from so much noises available. And so I'm sure this knowledge should be communicated to some of us, because I've seen a lot of people have battled with things that actually not align with their psychology. Now you come into the space, and what you see most of us doing may be scalping or day trading, and you think that that's the only approach to this space. No, Forex is not limited to scalping or day trading. Crypto is not limited to scalping or day trading. Neither, of course, the stock market. Of course, obviously, you wouldn't even be saying you want to be scalping unnecessarily, but that doesn't mean you don't do day trading on the capital market and the like. But I'm just giving us a wider perspective. So we're likely to go see, okay, continuation of uptrend for DXY this week, or a little pullback again before the continuation. If that happens, it's going to be lovely. And then you have the Euro USD and the any USD peers continue to have a downtrend. Gold, I've told you guys, I'm sure most of us who are within our ecosystem or private mentorship or something enter gold since, and I said gold was going to do a kind of massive pullback, but I was not going to close my short position. And until I get to my profit, you could see that I actually land at my profit after how many days? This entry was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 days, it gave me my profit. And you saw this was a kind of first support point. I told you guys that if this support is respected, then we can move up. However, even this pullback on gold that stopped over here, you can see at this limit. If this is we open market this week, maybe in the next few hours, we'll have gold to pull back a little. And then if you just pull back a little, maybe just to have kind of breakdown and we have continued bullish candle, then that's going to be massive for us to return back, up back to 2031, that's 2431 region. But if we can get rejected here, just like a stop out here, and then we can continue to massively break down back to maybe this week to see gold back to 2324 region and all of that. So, but if we can have this continuation, so it means you want to pay attention. But if we have aggressive move up of DXY this week, then we should have a very fantastic and aggressive move down of gold. And I really want many friends that when you are trading, you want to maximize opportunity of things that having moving. It's not about how many instruments you trade. It's about how disciplined you are on a particular instrument that have more good volume that you want to take advantage of. So for those of you who trade Forex, you want to pay attention to gold. And then if you have a kind of rally up a little and rejected, then we will come down, have another support line here, just like how we had gold several times, made attempt, and when we have a kind of nice support and continuation. So, but however, you can see that this my trade has closed, and I was quite busy over the weekend that I didn't even have another entry, for gold. Now I'm going to Bitcoin. Remember, for Bitcoin, crypto generally, we have a lot of big sentiment around them. And I'm sure many of us remember of those my point of recovery for Bitcoin. And then we are at the last point. Good thing is still at the support. So this is the last trouble. Tentatively, let's just say temporary trouble. If not, remember I told us that we can continue to enjoy our uptrend when we can cross Bitcoin at 73,000 plus. If we're unable to cross Bitcoin at 73,000 plus, because by this week, we should, because I was telling somebody about $59,000 of Bitcoin and a rejection, and that was a very nice rejection back to the region of 66 to around 66.9 or 66 whatever, back to 67,000 thereabout for Bitcoin, and then we have a good nice rally up, as it were. So it's still a nice support. The better still, we could just continue to range. But if we have aggressive rejection at 70, 71K, right, or even 73K, then that's going to be a massive dump back to maybe 64 and so all of that. So, but all of these things, if you have a long-term perspective, it only be forming a kind of discount for you for an entry. And that's exactly what we do. those of us who are an investor and all of that. But those of you who are just coming in newly, I always say that Bitcoin should not be your headache and it should not be what you want to be investing into. What you will be doing with Bitcoin, using it as a game plan for other crypto that you're buying into. Exactly. Now, so if it's good and then you expect the market to be good and other cryptos too can be fine and making a lot of move as it were. Okay. So that's what you should have. So then the sentiment around Bitcoin, we have of course, that was lovely manipulations we have over time. So, but I've told us that looking at Bitcoin since that May, June, July, we saw that, okay, July, the middle of July to the end of July is supposed to go bullish. And then we saw a very nice move for July till where we are now. And then, so we're closing the month by Wednesday of this week. That's another factor you want to look at. Are we going to close bullish and then start bullish for the new month? If that happens, then that means getting into August, we should be able to break above 73,000. But if we're unable, that means the potential time of getting a very good, nice breakout and then retest to continue bullish will be anything from October, November, go into the end of the year. All right. So, but however, those of us who are day trader, that doesn't mean you are not finding a trade and taking your profit. So what I kept telling every new person was that we're finding an entry and exit of most of your coin and not by holding them, because market will be doing, a kind of rigmaroling, as it were, because a lot of people say, oh, I want to just buy this coin. Yeah, there are quite a number of coin you can buy and hold for a while or for a season, just for the market to get to a kind of optimum level, and then you take your profit. So you are looking at Bitcoin this week, so we should be able to find our way to the 70, 71. And then if we get rejected at 70, 71, then selling back to 67, 64, and even very, very, So 67, 66 are forming a very more strong support, as it were. And then, so maybe slightly back to 64, then sideways move and all of that. And you agree with me that altcoin has not really performed. There hasn't been any good season for altcoin. And that was why I want many people that pay more attention to memcoin and low gem cryptos, rather than maybe some of those altcoins some of us are paying attention to. There are so many lies people are pushing everywhere. People don't understand that we have different seasons for different things, right? So there are different seasons for different things. And then if you do not understand how to maximize opportunity at different seasons, you'll be missing out. I think I talked about this memcoin yesterday. And of course, I've talked about it before. We bought this a mini token. Well, I'm not asking you to buy anyway, but I'm just saying that if you do not understand some things in this crypto, you will sell out unnecessarily because what people will be telling you. So for me, the sentiment I'm having in the market, I'm actually not seeing memcoin going away easily, because the market is heavily manipulated. And so a whole lot of people will still be doing things around the memcoin and all the like. So if you are new, and then that's why I told us that if you are new, paying attention to your, so if you are new, paying attention to your, call it for me, paying attention to your low gem, memcoin, and all of that is crucial, because it's going to help you to accumulate some tokens. So, but of course, knowledge is important for you to maximize the opportunity. Just like I think I was posting something here when I was saying crypto, approaching financial market and building personal economy. I think I'm talking about crypto. In crypto, we have Launchpad, we have memcoin, we have low gems, we have low caps, we have primary coins. These are 5 major areas. So we have Launchpad, we have memcoin, we have low gems. So most time people don't understand the difference between low gems and memcoins, okay, how they actually grow. In fact, we have what we call dust within these two guys. So we have memcoin, we have low gems, we have low caps, we have primary coin, which are mainstream tokens. And so taking advantage of these, so you could work much, much more in looking at how to invest in crypto. So please, why I'm saying all of this is that sometimes many of us missed out of big move in the market just because of one-sided information you got. So this guy is still really pumping. So one just guide of information you got, and that's why most people are just like, oh, this market, okay, if I'm not doing this, if you are not doing this, you are wrong. I want to always correct that impression. So please, if you are listening to me, I want to correct one impression and work on it very well. Now, in crypto or financial market generally, it's either you are investing or you are into maybe trading. And even trading, it's either you're a full-time trader or you're a part-time trader. So understand this and don't let anyone lump you to things that are actually not correct. Now, for the fact that Felix will have time to be an active trader, continually trading, it's not a chance for me to undermine somebody who probably wouldn't have time to trade regularly. And now listen to me, most time, people who even have enough time to trade regularly may not even imbibe by the right discipline of frequent trader. Okay. So there are a lot of concepts in there that you can adopt to trade. But I always tell people, take it simple, but ensure your win rate is high, and then you are enjoying yourself. And don't go into activities of overburdening yourself. So please, if you are new to us in Plan B, our focus in Plan B, number one, is 5 years to financial freedom via digital asset accumulation. If that is the case, then we have to look at, we approach the space with different strategy and dimension. Okay, so it's on that note we encourage investors to say, when you're coming in, if I'm going to be an investor, and the best to look at crypto is to have long-term perspective. And when you have a long-term perspective, you're going to do well. But if you always imagine the short-term perspective, you probably will not achieve any meaningful result in the short term, and you will miss out on the long term. Okay, so I need to really disabuse a lot of people's mind, because people have met me sometime, I want to do like this. I will say, why? They say, because that's what is making money. That's not true. Every angle of this space is making money. It all depends on what you wanted and the perspective you want to use in achieving it. So, like I just showed us now, I said, we have the crypto, right? And then we have the Forex, so you can also call it crypto market. We have the currency market or foreign exchange market, which can comprises of derivatives, the currency, derivatives, the currency, the synthetics, and all the like, for the money market, under the capital market, as it were. So at the end of the day, you have direct, strategy you adopt. So we have an investor, and then today, very nicely, we have robotic that help you to invest and make money, right? Even when you are not there. Example, in crypto, we have OKES, we have Bybit, we have different bots that can help you to make insane money, all right? While you're actually not present. Like I was evaluating to a guy on a Bybit bot. We have different approach of the Bybit bot that you can use to make money. In fact, you can use the ChatGPT to identify some things. Now, listen to me. All you wanted is how to be profitable and not how to claim professionalism. So maybe that should help a lot of people. How to be profitable and not how to claim professionalism. So if you're working on the crypto space and you are claiming professionalism, you probably will lose the ideal thing. I want to let you know that people who are making insane money in crypto don't claim professionalism. I must tell you, because we know that even the crypto market, as it were, is a speculative market. You understand? Because you only need skills, and skills that suit your ability, and then you work on it to perfect your strategy and then be profitable. So, for instance, we have different, method in the crypto. Maybe talked about farming, staking, and all the like. But caution I will let us have is that be careful with people introducing you to platform. You put money in and they tell you we'll pay you this percentage. Exactly, they will say we have a blockchain, our blockchain, you buy into our coin, lock it into our this, we're paying you from. Now, when you want to buy coin, please get this straight to your mind. Any coin you want to buy, and if I want to buy my coin now, let me use an example. I think let me go to Radium, all right, or let me go to Wigo. Okay, yeah, let me go to Wigo Swap, right? So this is Wigo Swap, for instance. Now, what is investment in the crypto space, farming, staking, and all the like? So now look at this is Wigo. Now, so you should look at the approach. I know many persons, when I tell them about farming staking, they don't pay attention to it, but they don't know that beyond the ROI or accrual you will earn, beyond the ROI and the accrual you will earn in the what do they call it? In the farming and staking, beyond those things, staking of cryptos, is that let's use an instance. Let me quickly go back here and go to this coin now. So let's take the Wigo itself. Okay, I think okay, let me quickly check portfolio. Okay, so let me check here. Okay, so let me show you guys an instance. Oh, see yesterday price of this same token you are seeing now when it was still refreshed 0.05 and then 0.07 something. Okay, so now let me show you guys something. When it comes to investing into now we call Launchpad, Memcoin, Low Gems, and all of that. You buy and hold. And the process of buying and hold, there could be places where such coin can be placed for an ROI. I love showing this because when many people complain to me, I do not have enough money, that I'm not progressing, I say it's not true. Look at Bonk. Even though it has dumped, I purposely don't even want to close this one because that's a different segment. Look at Bonk, right? And look at this. It's showing you that holdings is worth $2,849, and it shows the profit is $2,749, right? And it shows you Wigo, $1,963, and it shows you the profit, and show you about 1,800% profit, and it show you 2,700% profit. Now, other ones are there negative of about 45%, another one negative for 33, negative for 41, and in that order. In fact, this one is like a finished. But the funniest thing is this one make us insane money. It has actually, died. That's what it means. Or over time, maybe if it's going to resurrect again. But what it's just showing you is this. Look at this, 93%. That's already total down, right? Now look at another one, JoyStream. This is 74% negative. Now I want to arrive at somewhere. Now, overall performance of this portfolio, because what was primarily invested into this asset was $500, right? So $500 was invested as like the initial capital into this portfolio, as it were. So if that was the case, then so many assets had gone down, and only if assets are up and doing nicely well, but even one out of them has covered the total investment. So which means only Wigo seated at $1,900, and total money invested was $500. So what it then means is that only Wigo had covered the capital investment, or that's an investment you are holding. Now, if I click on Wigo, let's look at if I click on more and more transaction, you are going to see view transaction. And then in that view transaction, you're going to see how much was invested and when and what has accrued. Now, this is where we encourage people, when you talk about, I want to invest, we tell you, settle down and learn, follow right informations and follow the right applications. And so it will have been better you bought some tokens and it has not gone up or is going down, and eventually look at it, the WIGO, how much was invested, total cost $100, average price, net cost, average net cost 0.0, right? Total profits and loss are $1,863. Was the total cost invested? $100. And now, if you take it, and what was the date? October 3rd. October 3rd, 2023. And today is 28th of August. So it's still about 2 months to be 1 year. So if $100 was invested and you're there having $1,900, in less than a year, even if it's a year, for instance, you're looking at $100 and then to $1,900. So if you say $1,900, give and take that average, $1,900, all right? And say divide by divide by 100, that's about 19x. So 19x multiplied, that's 1,900, or let's call it 1,800%. 1,800% divided by 12, that's about 150% a month. Now, which investment are you going to put in money? I'm just showing practical. These are what we call investment in crypto. But above this, when even these were just to buy and hold, was this calculation. So what happened to where this same asset, when this same asset is bought, right? When this same asset is bought and now go to the farming, so we call it WIGO farm and all of that, and you now stake it for farming to have how many accrual a year, maybe having about 30% a year or 20% a year. And so it's being kept for a year. So that means the total volume you actually acquire was about, I don't know how many volume was that. So let's say you acquire such volume of, 100,000 volume as it were, for instance. So if it's 100,000 volume multiplied by 0.02, that gives you 2,000 pieces of it in a year. And if the token aggravated in price, you have made a lot of money. And that's what we encourage people to take advantage of, buying low and sell high. And then you can leverage on different robotic system. I'm working on a lot of video that I'll be bringing out about the robotic. And of course, TreeCommerce, one of my best robots I've been using for many years. And I built portfolio on it. Quite unfortunate, OKS will not be available in Nigeria from August ending. Sorry about that, but there are a whole lot of things that if you learn, you will understand. So maybe I'll be rolling out a lot of videos on Bybit and how to use Bybit. But if you want to learn more, I think there will be a need for you to be enrolled on a training that will equip you, because you may want to run your speed faster than interval at which I'll be rolling out those videos. So definitely, or the best can be for you if you're on private mentorship, a whole lot of things will always be rolled out and you can take advantage of it. So ladies and gentlemen, so the coin, you can see by half time. I will have call out some other tokens, but I wouldn't have enough time our time is fast spent. So thank you very much, everyone. So please go and work on yourself. Investing in crypto does not require one approach. You have different strategy you can adopt. And so trading is just one segment of it. And I want to tell friends that trading is hustling. If anyone tell you trading is easy, it's not saying the truth. Understand this. Trading is good, but it involves a lot of skills. You have to master the skills and all of that. Okay. I'll say this. $3.3. Yeah, okay. Okay. So please, I just want us to pay attention and help ourselves. Oh, thank you. Doing this reminding me, we spent $3.31 yesterday on the token, and now it's $4 point something and all of that. So it means if it was $331 yesterday, it will have been 400 and something dollars right now. That's what it means. So now, but listen, you need to understand too that sometime there will be some token you buy and then it will go down. And then if you don't understand what you are doing, you will shout, aha. But if you understand what you're doing, and that's why we encourage people for diversification. Don't actually put your egg in one basket. But when I'm talking about don't put your egg in one basket, it's not about patronizing different Ponzi scheme here and there, but diversifying your portfolio, and you can, trust me, can make a lot of money. So crypto, you enjoy more of crypto if you can really settle down and diversify, spread your tentacles. There's some coin you will buy after like 6 months or 1 year, it will have given you a lot of money, and then some will rock pull. And so no matter what you think you know strategically in trading, I always tell friends, I said, no matter how you think you are so perfect in trading, there's no how you can consistently. For instance, the $100, and then somebody look at the bunk of $100, I think it's $2,700. Yeah, fine. You will have blown the account and refunded new fresh money. And so quite unfortunately, like most of us who are traders, we are excited and show our winning rate without showing our loss. So please, I encourage everyone, settle down, make money, build yourself, and of course, above all, be independent. Okay, so congratulations. You're welcome. For those of you who are joining for the first time, and those of us who have been following. And then, so our Tuesday market business opportunity and cash flow system still continue every 12 p.m. WAT time. That is West African time. Still continue and all of that. So if you have a question, so let me just give 2-3 minutes for any question. Anyone with question? If you have a question, quickly just ask before we call it today. Yeah. Any question, anyone? Those of you on YouTube live, any question? So quickly, if you have a question, you can put your hands up, right? Or you type it on the chat box, and then you'll be allowed to ask your question. Okay, Ademola, okay. You can ask your question. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, and I just want to do a apropos. It's like the system, I mean, the network logged me out when for some certain time. So, and you made mention of a particular token. I don't know if you mention it in particular, or you just you know, go way around it. So I want to know, So that is why that is what I want to ask. Maybe you just put away, maybe you just put parable around it as usual, and So that is what I just want to know, sir. Thank you, sir.
No. I didn't say much. I just say if anybody want to buy the coin, that was all.
Okay, that means you didn't mention the name of the coin. Did you mention it, sir?
No, the coin you saw yesterday. It is the coin you have bought yesterday that just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's okay, sir. It's okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, any other person? Okay, so if there's no other person, thank you very much, everyone. I'm sure we're good and do have a nice rest. And so the week is going to be blossom, of course, if you understand what you are doing per time. Remember, one watchword is that develop your strategy, work on your strategy, don't be in competition with anyone. And then, of course, you can do well if you can pay rapt attention to what works for you. So let no one make you feel inferior for what you're doing or tell you, oh, if it's not this way, nobody. Okay, somebody says something. God of doing something last Sunday. You said you will give us a coin that will replace. Oh, okay. All right. So bye, everyone.